Hello and welcome to another update video about Algorand. So Algorand is currently coming down again. This is the last video. It's actually from the 21st of March. It's been a while now that I covered Algorand, so it's time for an update. In that video, or when I made that video, we were just coming up, we were breaking out of a descending wedge that was a bullish pattern, a bullish breakout. At the time, we actually broke out to the $1 level. So it was quite a nice upside from, I think, the low at around 70 cents to $1. Made you aware here that this can go higher, especially as we broke above the 50-day moving average. But I also gave you a very important message, and this is really what I try to communicate on this channel. It's sort of my vision, it's my passion as well. Just to be patient. Yeah, patience is so important in these markets, and always try to help you understand that a longer term view might actually be worth considering more than short-term trading. Short-term trading can be nice, can be great. You can make a lot of money with short-term trading, but you can also lose a lot of money. The thing is, for many people, a longer-term view works best. So what I personally like to do, I mean, I've got a trading portfolio as well, but I've got a larger HODL portfolio and also a swing trading portfolio. So especially with a HODL portfolio, I just try to accumulate dips, yeah, and then at some point there will be life-changing. You know, the wealth will be accumulating, especially during times of dips. And for example, the Elliott Wave method that I apply can help really, really well, and in my opinion, better than any other method that you can find, define dips and target areas and define what markets can or prices can do in a certain environment. So that message I just wanted to repeat and just quickly play the video, show you what I said back then, and really show you what the price has done, because the message is so important. If we break above that, then we have another higher high, and we'll also, and that's what we need to do, we need to then make a higher low. So at the moment we're not doing that. There's also probably not a reason to FOMO in now. That's just my opinion, because typically if you have such a move up, you will always come down and have a first dip again before you then really start to go off. And that is what we did last time as well. You can see that here. After we really broke out here and we had a bit of a pump, we then came down once more. That is typically what you're doing. So it is just a message of being patient, not to necessarily FOMO in. I mean, we need to understand back here, it was 80 cents. From a move from 70 to 80 cents was not a reason to FOMO, but nevertheless, the message to be patient and the message that prices usually, when you have your first wave up, that they usually come down quite a lot in a wave two. Now, for me personally, now the price, or certainly, I mean, it happened, the price has come down pretty much to the same level from where the breakout started here at 67 cents. We're currently at 71 again. Yeah, but a couple of days ago, we were down at 67 cents. That is typically what prices are doing, especially when you are about to end a downtrend, yeah, or when you are very, very close to the low and you might already be turning around and the market is still very, very insecure. That means that the trend isn't confirmed yet. Yeah, so what people do, you see your first breakout. Yeah, people get euphoric again, you know, but there's still a lot of doubt in the market, and that doubt in the market will then lead to another sell-off. And therefore, I so many times said that even with the latest, you know, a few weeks ago, many cryptos did quite significant moves between 60% to 200%, right? And then people always ask the question, is it too late to go in? And of course, I can't make that decision for you. You know, it is your hard-earned money. I'm not your financial advisor. But what I always say is, from my point of view, there's typically always another major retracement, a wave two, in which we come down to nearly at least the same levels again where you started, if the buying point, the lows, were missed. Yeah, because a lot of people missed to buy at the lows. Yeah, my buy order, for example, my lowest buy order for Algorand, I think that triggered actually was around 70 cents. So there was a great dip here. But yeah, now we obviously need to look at what is the price doing now. So obviously we had a breakout out of this descending wedge, which is a bullish pattern, and it did break out. Here it turned around $1. So again, psychological level, $1 level, yeah. Resistance level, also acted as support before, and we have been turning down, and we are coming down quite impulsively again, yeah, as it is the case with many other cryptocurrencies as well. So there was a first attempt to move up, and now we're coming down. We have not come, or we have not yet made a lower low. Many cryptos have not yet made a lower low. this was still the low, and we can identify here a slightly ascending trend line. So you have not yet made a lower low. When you make a lower low, that's it. I think then we can come into that target area here at 62 cents. Yeah, this is the 78.6% FIB level. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see this, especially if I look at how the price is coming down here at the moment. Currently seeing a little bit of a correction up, but again, on the daily here, currently an engulfing bearish candle, and that is not bullish. If you see that engulfing candle, I mean, you normally wait for the daily candle close if you use the daily here, but this is not bullish. Technically, you know, for the next few hours, the price still has a chance to turn that around, yeah, because, you know, the daily candle isn't closed yet, but at the moment it is looking quite bearish here. Looking at the 8-hour chart, you also see that engulfing red candle, so it means you're engulfing the previous price action in a bearish way. That candle is as big as the last 1, 2, 3, 4 periods on the 8-hour chart together, pushing down, indicating actually bearish momentum. Okay, this would only be invalidated as soon as you break above the previous high here at 76 cents. Then it might be turning around. Okay, but for now, the way this is coming down is very impulsive. Yeah, here a little bit of a bearish flag potentially that might still be forming. You obviously have a bit of a range here in which you are, an ascending channel possibly. It's looking like that we're currently breaking out of that to the downside, and if that confirms it, then we move down in my opinion first to the previous low at 67 cents. That will be major support. We had support here, we had support here, and previous as well. And if you break that, yeah, then you're going to get into the target area. So as I said before, technically Algorand has already done what it needs to do in the correction, because you've got a B, C here. So in this scenario, as long as the price holds 67 cents, the wave C has come below that wave A, which is fine, which means the correction could already be done. But if we drop below 67 cents, yeah, this is a very important level structurally, then we have much more space to the downside, because then we would need to count that a little bit different. It would then basically become the Bitcoin and also the Cardano wave count, where this here was a wave 1. All of this impulse here back in April 21 was a wave 1, and then all of this here will become a huge ABC correction. So from that high, coming down in a wave A, moving up in a wave B, coming down in a wave C, and again in this scenario then you would want the C wave to end below the A wave, and the A wave was at 67 cents. So you want the price ideally to come at least to 67. Well, it did that already. Therefore, even in this alternative scenario, the price technically did what it needs to do to complete the correction, but it would be better if the price lands somewhere in here between the 88.7% FIB level and the 78.6, which is 38 cents and 63 cents, somewhere in this range, in this yellow area. And to be honest, we are not far away from that. Currently, the price is finding support, massive support at the previous lows. You can see that, and historically or previously, this was already a turnaround point for the price. So we had support here, 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 and now again. Yeah, this is a massive area for support. If you lose that, then you can fall in the first instance here to that 63 cent level, and then also the ideal retracement levels actually would have been reached, and it's not much actually what the price needs to drop to get there. So that is currently here my view on Algorand. Currently it's not looking good. I would even say primarily we are going to get into this target area, yeah, especially if that with Bitcoin is turning out what I believe primarily is going to turn out. But then everybody needs to decide for themselves, do you really want to chase the lowest low? If you're interested in Algorand, do you really want to wait for maybe 62, 63 cents? Or do you already start to dollar cost average in to get the foot into the door? Because we never know if there will be another lower low. What I can tell you very interestingly, or well, very importantly, is that we are already at historically very low prices. I mean, we have corrected down from the all-time high around 70%, yeah, and we are, back then, that was here, that dip between May and July 21. Also here, we corrected we corrected down around only 63% and started to move up. Now we corrected down 70%, and when Algorand moves, it moves fast. So be aware that at any point we could see that. It happened here parabolically, it happened here parabolically, it could happen again parabolically. And my buy orders obviously already triggered. I still have some set a little bit lower, and as soon as we then turn around and start to move parabolically, my sell orders are going to trigger. If you're interested in seeing these buy and sell orders, then check out the channel membership. If you like the video, then make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then also make sure that you check out our Instagram and Twitter channels. And for that, you can find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.